Okay, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Assuming you saw part A, she used her Cash App. She wanted to patronize the Squeegee Boys. Oh, look at those children out there hardworking, wanting to accomplish something super great. Yeah. So she wanted to patronize the Squeegee Boys, and she did. Didn't have any cash. So she decided to use her Cash App. Yeah. What happened? When she mentioned Cash App, 1 year was like, yo, she got Cash App. That there, I can believe wholeheartedly why it's happened to me. This wasn't Squeegee Boy. Okay? You can't help people. You cannot help people. It's better to see about you. It's a lot safer. It's safer. See about you. What they're gonna do, honey, I don't know, and I'm not concerned. So she lets them squeeze in her vehicle. Wants to pay by Cash App. I'll Cash App you later. She's got her phone. Next thing you know, they've got the phone and drained her account $2,000. $2,000. Of course, she got the money back. Look at the inconvenience. Look at the inconvenience. You got to get a new card, call the bank. It's best you just ignore them. You can't help. I have the homeless person, and somehow I guess we got turned around downtown, and then I realized we had a homeless relative, so that's another story. But I went down there, and I I was with my husband at the time, and I was a young black man. He, just despondent. He said, "Well, look at that guy." He said, "That guy, just the world is done. It's it's just out of it." And so I just kind of let the window down, and I think I just gave him like $20. You know what I mean? One thing I will say in interracial relationships, I've noticed, and this is just my experience, I've noticed sometimes, gonna change it just a little bit. A lot of times when you see black men with white women, believe it or not, some of these chicks is white women because they got a black man don't mean jack. A lot of them are still anti-black women, and he co-signs it. Oh yeah. I had one, I had to give her a little read. She's a white woman with her black daughter, biracial daughter. Your vehicle, honey, Tyrone got you in that car. So she's gonna take her basket, and I put in the little, the holder. She's gonna put it in my car, and I moved, and I let her know I am right here, which she saw me. I gave her a nice little read. Cause what you're not gonna do, honey, is put it in my car and then let it hit my car, and you walk your butt off. Oh no, honey, I read her in front of her daughter. This what you're gonna get. Because I know what it is. You done tied up with a broke black man, got your ass in that raggedy car with no AC, and you're going to try to put this basket right near my car as I am like basically in the car. No, I gave her a nice little read for the day. Here you go. I would have done that, well, you're not me. But I'm going to let you have it. Uh-huh. Gave you a nice little read. Don't be mad at me, Dustina. You should have chose better. But I see you unhappy, looking all washed up in that raggedy car with no AC, and you're gonna try to do this to me. No, 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 no. You should have chose better. You should have chose better. Let me guess. You may not even be married, might be the baby mama. Let me guess, you on struggle bus. So I'm gonna go ahead and you don't deserve this little read. Get your got my little workout for the day verbally. I gave you this little read. Hope you enjoyed the show. Now, I didn't call the scene, no, but I let her know a little something. Uh-huh. Yeah, I didn't call the scene. Didn't use any, I gave her a nice little message because she got our daughter with her. I'm gonna be respectful, but I'm gonna give you a nice little message. So next time you want to do this to her, I said, oh, I get it, and you can't miss me in this big SUV. So let's come on, really. So yeah, you should have chose better. You should have chose better. But my point in saying that is this: I've noticed that sometimes when these women of other nationalities get with black men, they do share a common bond of anti-black woman. But in my case here, I've noticed sometimes when black women are with white men, sometimes the white males are a little bit more a little bit more understanding of black people. Ergo, that's why when we started homeless black men, my husband was like, "Oh, that poor black man." It's like, "Oh, I kind of feel sorry for him." We don't even know the dude, what his deal is, how he became homeless. You know what I'm saying? But he's that guy. Even now, I tell him, "Don't listen to my blog," because he listened to Beware the Angry Black Man and was like, "Oh, I just think that's just inappropriate, to say that about black men. It's not giving a message of peace. I'm giving a message of reality." So yeah, so he's kind of he's that guy. Well, the boys, we gotta have some understanding. So he and I, we have a difference on that, and I'm still gonna say, when I want to, beware the angry black man. Yeah, beware to see the poverty deed. So that's why I let the window down and gave the guy the $20. Okay. Why the hell I do that? Why? Should have never done it. Yeah. So this story right here, oh, I can relate. Shouldn't have never done it. What happened? I'm driving. We're in the vehicle, and I gave him the $20. All I saw at the time was him around. Guess who come down the street behind him? I didn't even see her. It was a Dusty, and it was a little black woman. And I guess she was homeless too. Excuse me. What did she do? "Hey, you giving out money?" Y'all, I kid you not. They all swarmed. Before I knew it, they all swarmed the vehicle. People came out of nowhere. And don't forget, we're near the homeless shelter. So this story I can relate. People came out of nowhere. That loudmouth Dustina made a mistake, and I just said, "Hey, we gotta get out of here." Gave her 5, went on. Before we knew it, I don't even know if you can count to 3. They all swarmed the vehicle. I mean, we're talking about, at the time, there weren't many people around. That's why I feel comfortable with the window down. Yeah, $20. And then let's go, because he's talking about it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see them around. I kid you not. When her loudmouth Justina came along, I said, "Boy, it would be a loudmouth woman to come mess up something like this here. You giving us money?" Next thing you know, they all swam the vehicle. They were standing on the running boards. Like Escape New York. They were standing on the running boards. Okay? They were standing on the running boards. They were holding on to like the side mirrors, holding on to the luggage rack, all on the vehicle. They even blocked the front of the vehicle where we couldn't move. And I'm blowing a horn, blowing a horn. And he's like, "Go, go." I'm like, "I can't go, because if I go, I'm going to run over these fools." All of them was black. He's like, it was like panic. Listen, they were on that SUV like white on rice. You couldn't even look out the window besides the front windshield. They had the back. I couldn't believe it. They were bodies on the car. Do you understand me? They blocked us in. So I couldn't go, because if I would have, you got about 5 Negroes in front of the car. Do you understand? One fool crawled on the hood. I'm just blowing a horn and blowing a horn and blowing a horn. Thank the Lord, a cop came out, a black officer came out, and actually he was on a bike. I just kept blowing a horn. It was crazy. And they were beating on the vehicle. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to mess up the vehicle." Hanging on to the side mirrors, they're going to put them off. It was that crazy. Thank the Lord. That cop came along, and he had a whistle, and that's what got him off the vehicle. Then, hold on, after he got him off the vehicle, I was so happy to see that police officer. What do you think happened? They started coming down. Yeah, it was a police officer on a bike. I guess he heard the horn. Thank the Lord. An old dust bucket in a wheelchair. I guess that's why I was playing with him. So by this time, the ones on the front, they're off. They're getting off. So now I'm kind of pulling forward. We got windows up, door locked, pulling forward slowly. An old dust bucket, a chocolate drop, in a wheelchair, rolled. Now we're in a large SUV. rolled his in a wheelchair, rolled his wheelchair in front of the vehicle to still block it. The cops not telling him to move. Other words, you ain't leaving. Don't help. Did that happen? At that point, it's like it's time to go home. This was enough. It was very frightening. You can't help it. It's that you can't help some people. Just leave them where they are. What if we hadn't locked the doors? They probably would have got in, grabbed us up out of there, all because gave one black man $20 because he's like, oh, that poor brother. And then here come, and it wasn't the man, it was a Dustina. It was her ratchet butt. You get what's money? And they all came running. So this her, I can relate to her. The fear is real. The fear, my darling. The fear, it is so very real. The fear, oh yes indeed, it is real. And it's sad. But that's how people are. The fear is real. So they gets her cash out after draining her money. So you already know she got to get probably a new card or a new account or something. They put the money back. But you can't help them. You can't. This has been going on for years now. Gee, you wonder why I say don't carry the seed of poverty, D. You wonder why. Where are the parents at? They've got one, thanks for sending it to me, and I finally saw it. What the heck? One of them done popped a cop in the eye. This is what happens, though, when you carry the seed of poverty, D. Sorry, I just saw Roku stock is down to $64, down $21. Anyway, this is what happens when you carry the seed of poverty, D. Yeah. This is what happens. And you have to be a fool. Both of them. Because guess what? The seed of poverty, D, this is their fault. Oh, you don't skip, it's their fault. And the mammies. You put these children here. I have said before, and here one right here. I've said before, say it again. This proves my point. Poverty D gives it poverty P, and they have a tragedy and release it on society. What do you expect? You can't tell me nothing. What do you expect? You want to talk about, let's say the white supremacy, ignorance and self-hatred of an oppressed group? Oh my, that's what you need to be conquered. My mother said, what? Poor people don't listen. They sure don't listen. You can't tell them jack. That's why you have this. Now you got kids out here. Why the heck are you sitting up here squeegeeing? Your behind needs to be in school. Where your mom and your daddy at? Well, are they out here doing this for food? For a place to live? Again, you wonder why I said, don't carry the seed of poverty D. It's not worth it. This is a good example. Poverty D gets a poverty C. And the woman is nothing but an IOD, incubator of destruction. You have to be a fool to carry a man's seed and he can't afford to feed it. He can't afford to feed you. You have to be a fool of the week. And that's why I have no sympathy. We had an issue with something that came up recently about Mima being disrespected, and what you want me to do? I'm not doing jack. No. She subscribed to that life. She subscribed to ignorance. She got her a full-blown subscription. Now she done went in the Becky store and they ain't feeding her right. That'll be a different video. I'll try to get it done today because I want you to, this morning before I do my run, I want you to hear what happened. We're to a point now, don't help. You can't help people. Leave them where they are. I used to think that Oprah, she should do more, I get it. I used to, I even now wondering, Oprah paid for those young black men to have those college degrees and 400 black men. What has she done to black women? I'll do a video on it. Let's talk about that. What has she done? Let's talk about it. that this here, what they don't understand, they are setting a narrative. They are setting a narrative. And it's bad. Oh, it's hella bad. They're setting a very narrative. I see places now, they've got a lot of immigrants coming in, and you would see maybe one black person over here, one black person over there. What are young black men at? Young black women. Not there. Oh, but Mijo is. I've gone into businesses. That's why I said we definitely have a problem. I've gone into businesses. It's sad when they've got, and this is not reflective of all, but again, our people really don't get programmed, and you contribute to it when you have this negative behavior. It's sad when you have a business and you have some young black youth in there, and I'm going to say these are like maybe in their 20s. It's sad you got African American, and then you replace them with Hispanic people, and we're seeing a difference in day and night. The interaction with the customer. You can go in and ask a question, not make a purchase. They know how to say, "How may I help you?" Dealing with some of us, too many of us, what's happening? They behind the counter looking at you. Look, can you open up your mouth? It's a business. What's happening? They're de-blacking it. And then the black person, the kid that knows how to be professional, you won't get a chance because there's so many foods before you that's messed up. So the same thing here. Poverty D and poverty P. They get together, have a tragedy, and release it on society. Yo, she got cash out. I told you, we have to face these painful realities. Always talking about a hookup. Hookup. I always want something for free. A squeegee? One amount said $150. I believe one said $800. You wonder why no one's coming for the community. And black women trying to build. You might get killed by one of these. Squeegee. Where are the parents? Again, any black woman that has a child by the seed of poverty D, you got a child by him, guess what? And you know, oh, what is I'm going to do? Hell if I know. And I'm at this point, I don't care. Just keep you and your seed away from me. That's how I see it. Because we got to be realistic. This is what they're raising. We want to try to act brand new. That happened in that subway. I can't imagine. I can't imagine those officers. And we can't blame it on white supremacy. Sure, white supremacy, there's discrimination and all that. Okay, but since you know that exists, shouldn't you as a minority watch how you move? Shouldn't you try to avoid the seed of poverty D? Maybe some of our folks need to just shut up and listen, but they don't. My mom was right about it. Poor people don't listen. Don't listen. I listened to somebody who was rich. I listened to my ex-in-laws, and they belong to the country club and all of that. I want to see if that's really real, what she says. You know, the Jewish mother. I want to see if that's real. I want to check it out. I listen. I didn't say, well, I'm too good for that. You know, your girl, I'm a fashionista. I can't be having my little things and my Chanel bags in there. Oh, I don't think that's going to be a good idea. I'm too bougie. I want to see if it's true. I listened. I did it. I'm going to take a chance. I want to take a chance and just see. I can see their setup. I'm going to see if that's real. It worked. It worked. I want to come up on me some money of my own. No. I want to come up on me some money of my own. My own money. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. I listen. Me and my girlfriend talked the other day. I said, girl, we talked about it. But our people don't want to listen. So when you send a courtesy to poverty D, they're still going to go ahead and do it. Guess what? Whatever happens to them, that's on them. Oh, she's suffering. And it's going to get worse. Who else do you see? I'm sorry to say, I don't even see the illegal immigrant out here doing a squeegee. Now I see them what they call, what is it, day laborers. And I can't really say I really see that, but I know that exists. Day laborers. I understand that. Who else do you see out here doing a squeegee? Like it's the hookup of the day. Why are you out there? Where are the parents? We have a problem. They said knowledge is power. What do you think ignorance is? Ignorance of the oppressed one, all you're doing is empowering the system. Because what's going to happen? They're going to end up in jail. One of them popped some cop's eye. One already not facing a murder charge. Heck, they say one done shot 2 people. So squeezing with a gun. Who else do you see out there? Quitting school, I'm going to squeegee. Maybe that's why Biden told you better about who your replacement is, and better learn to get acclimated. Try to work with them, and good luck with that. Oh, good luck with that. No, let's get this straight about these illegal immigrants, or the ones that are coming here. The Black and Brown Coalition, believe it if you want to, it is a lie. Dear Black people, I love it. So let me go ahead and give it to you. I'm not gonna lie to you like a pimp, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you like a pimp. Guess what? Nobody's coming here to be your darn friend. Surprise, surprise. Who in the hell want their sons involved in this mess right here? Darn squeeze. And what the hell is this right here? And all the little chocolate drops, the little nooligans done ran to it like something stupid. Won't you run your butt to a darn library and read a darn book? Can't tell them nothing. Let's get this straight. No one's coming here to be with our black asses. Because you know why? Let's get it real story right now. Forget your Black and Brown Coalition that never existed. You haven't benefited from it yet. You're still at the bottom. When people come to this country, they're here for a darn advantage. And you have to be an ignorant idiot to think they're going to see who at the bottom and say, I want to be like them. You have to be a nut to think that. They're going to come. Who would line up their wagon to a broke bunch? I sure as hell wouldn't. You have to be a fool to think that. I want to be like them. No, they're not. Look what's happening in California. I was telling my homegirl about it. She was one of those people, they need to get from over there. You worried about the legal immigrants. They sure as hell ain't worried about you. And go live in California and see what's going to happen. Move into a neighborhood that they so-called claim. They will beat your son to death if not shoot him. It's been happening. I listen to different people, different nationalities. Heck, they're saying some of that stuff is coming from Mexico, the cartel. I don't know. That's what I've heard. Shoot a black person. Young black boy had a thing from Stanford, a scholarship to Stanford University. He's gone. Why? They killed him, shot and killed him. Why? Because a young Mexican guy, the gang initiation, he was told to shoot a black person. But you worry about somebody, they need to be up out of there. Why the hell you giving a darn? Your child, no offense intended, love her to death, your child reading it is questionable at best. He a little slow. And I think that it's passed him on. He working on some kind of little job. That's all he's doing, working on that job. That's it. Because he's a little slow. We don't want to acknowledge that. You worried about them. You need to worry about him. But you're so concerned about him, go up there and stay. Hear about the little black girl that went and got the tacos from a taco stand, and the taco stand is owned by a gang member, Hispanic gang member. Did you hear about that? Yeah, he got real racial with her, and she still stood there to order that darn food to stop being racist. He attacked her. She filed charges. He was arrested. That's why I say he was a gangbanger. And guess what happened? They came to the house. I don't know if they were shooting it up, trying to vandalize it. They done chased she and her mom out the darn house. Last I heard, they were staying in a darn shelter. But you worried about them. Newsflash, black folks, ain't nobody worried about you. Even you ain't worried about you. Get mad because somebody gonna tell you behind the truth. Get mad because somebody gonna tell you behind the truth. But you worried about them. No offense, you don't qualify. You got too many darn problems. You ain't no darn fixer. I was like, are you kidding me? So, but don't forget, that's the same. Yeah, do the research. Look at California. See what happens. We've had black families look up here, move rent this house, knock on the door. Mijo telling you it's time for you to go. That they on this neighborhood. Ain't nobody going no darn where. You go to bed and go to sleep. These motherfuckers done set your darn car on fire. So much for your brown and black coalition. Done set your car on fire, shooting your house up. Come home, your son is dead, but you gonna worry about them. This group kills me with a freaking delusion like you got everything sitting on ready. You ain't ready for nothing but poverty and death. And that's what's coming. So Biden told you better find a way to get along with them. With this right here, this going on, you gotta fix this. Because I hate to tell you, nobody wants to get along with black people. We can't get along with ourselves. The family structure is broken. The men that's get different women pregnant and run off, and the women are being ignorant. I don't understand why. Being signing up to be an IOD, you are signing up for the seat of power, and that's why I'm getting to the point. I'm not worried about you. Like I said, I want to kind of get some money on my own. Me and my ex, I thought about that. I listened to his mother. Let me see what she's talking about. I can definitely see the results. I didn't go, I'm too good for that. No, I'm not doing. No, it's gonna kind of cramp my style. I listened. I did the experiment. Yeah, I did the experiment. People who can't listen. Oh, I ain't doing. No. I'm not finna downgrade myself. A lot of our folks be sitting up here in a brand new car. Simple things you can do, and can't barely afford it. It's gonna get a lot harder now. The recession the recession is here whether you want to try to face it or not. I think it's been here. It's going to get worse. So if you can't feed him right now, what's going to happen is life gets worse. All what's going to happen, these kids are going to end up dead or end up killing someone or pretty much just end up in jail. The prison pipeline, it doesn't start in the school. Stop the lies. It starts in the home. Matter of fact, I said it starts at conception. The prison pipeline. The prison pipeline, in my opinion, starts at conception. Because you land up two people that can barely make it themselves, not the brightest on the planet. Don't stop and say, hey, let me try to get a plan for my life going. Things don't always work, but you can at least try. The prison pipeline, it starts at, in my opinion, at conception. Oh, I'm pregnant. What can your man do for you? What can he do for you? He can't even do for himself. That's why you got this right here. All these young black men out here in these streets. You see, I think they want some quick money. Quick money. Young black women, teach your daughters, don't pick up this trash. It is what it is. Don't pick up this trash. Don't do like your mammy did, the one before you. I'm going to pick him up and we're going to be a family. You better deal with what is. Because life is real. It's not a joke. Squeegee from Baltimore, Atlanta, Squeegee. They want some quick money. And I hate to say it, you can't really turn this around. Let's get some black men to do something. Are you decent? Gotta have a family, educated? Even if you're not so much as a degree, but do you have common sense? I'm gonna tell it to you real. If it's my family member, a black man, I say leave me hell alone. You might get gone. It's that far. We are in crisis mode. So she tried to help the squeegee. Look what happened. Look what happened. And you think they need to go ahead and come here. We can help them. You can help yourselves. This right here. Then you wonder why when they want to go for a job, once they done got popped with a charge, maybe in jail, decide to go out, they want to go for a job, they pull the background and they look and nobody will hire them. Then you wonder why. This is why. We're shaped by our experiences. All this here, these reports on the news, people are seeing that. I hate to say it. I was at the park yesterday. Sorry to say it. I saw a young black man. I'm just being careful. And I told you, I'm profiling from 3 to 99. I was at the park on yesterday, and I saw a young black man. So I guess he's parked beside me. So before I hit the unlock, hit the key fob, I just stopped. I just stopped because now I had my purse in the passenger side covered up, but I probably should have put it on the floor or something. But I hate to say it. Yeah, I'm profiling for my safety. So as he walked past there, he's parked beside me. Before I even hit the key fob, I just stopped and just kind of stood. I'm just gonna let him go. Because the first thing hit my mind, and maybe it's because I do these stories. Again, I'm profiling. You can, and I wasn't offended. He probably didn't even catch what I was doing. I'm on my side, the driver's side. I didn't even do the key fob because I said, well, if I do the key fob right now, the truck is going to unlock. And then how do I know he might hop in and grab the purse and go? Remember that Gucci bag I told y'all about when they made that mistake? I was carrying that one, yeah. So I thought, I said, no, I'm not going to just do it just now. I'm just not. I just kind of stood there a little bit and just waited. I saw where he was going. Okay, he parked right next to me. That happened to car. Why? Because the young black men, not all of them, but a lot of them are angry and they will target a black woman. They'll target me before they will Becky. Look around you. Becky, 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 Becky. Before they target her, that they're going to target me. Why? Because we have self-hatred. So yeah, I'm profiling. Nothing happened. He got in his car. Not a problem. Probably had no idea. But that's where we are. We're shaped by our experiences. So this right here, with all these squeegees, it speaks volumes. What other group has their children out there? What other group has their kids out there? This is the seed of poverty D. Squeegee. And it's going on for years. See how they grab a hold of something ignorant? Squeegee. And this right here, these violent attacks, last time that friend, like they're saying, hi, tapping the window. Would you like a squeegee today? No. These fools run up to your car and just start spraying. And then when you say don't, that's when they go off. They're not asking, they just start spraying. Then you might have one north, south, one over here, one over there, trying to race to it. Then after they squeegee, they will bid on your window and try to make you pay. Yeah. The job program, I make more money squeeging. There's no future in squeeging. See, a job program brings discipline. You saw that. You saw that clip I did. They don't want the job program. I don't want that. I want something quick. And I hate to tell you, there's no future for them in this country, whether you like it or not. It's a future of poverty and prison. That's the only thing that they can look forward to. Ain't nobody trying to hear about I squeegee. Go ahead and put a resume together today and say I squeegee. The first thing that comes to my mind is, oh no, I'm gonna leave them alone. From what I see. The community is out of control. So I would tell anybody at this point, just do you. It's not a good thing to try to help people. Just do you. But when she said that, I thought about that incident with that homeless, that one guy, and then that old raggedy mouth just standing, can you give his money? And they all just swam the vehicle. I'll never forget it. They were all around the vehicle. Matter of fact, I was hoping they didn't break the on the windshield wiper on the back on the hatch. I was like, oh my God, I hope they don't break it. It was that terrifying. So yeah, squeegee. Where are the parents? Parents done checked out. Good example of what? Poverty D, poverty P. They get together and have a tragedy. And they release it out on the community. This is what you're getting. What kind of future is being a squeegee? That's why I said for the next 5 years, we might need to go to 10. What happens when you carry the seed of poverty D? No other group has their children out here with a squeegee. Now attacking people. Packing guns! Squeegee. All you're doing is just squeezing yourself out of life. See, I think about it. There's no future in squeegee. And I hate to tell you, for these individuals, these young black men, There is no positive place for you in this country, and that's a sad reality. It's not. It's just prison or jail, out there begging, violence. Society has no place for Squeegee. But that's okay. Keep on being an IOD, incubator of destruction. The sympathy for this group is running thin. Look, she tried to help. Look what happened. Always a get over. I'm going to get over. I'm going to take something. I always want something for free. Life isn't free. And this group out here is just going to basically squeeze themselves out of life and any chance of prosperity. Thanks for watching. Went a little longer than I planned. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.